name is Vincent. I'm the artistic director of Nederlands Dans Theater. The program that we've brought with us to the Chandler is one that does require more than just physical interpretation, although that in itself is a language. It's a dialect of sorts in both cases. Is it acting? I guess it's an extension of that kind of performance. Two of our choreographers, our house choreographers, Paul Lightfoot and Sol Leon, use a lot of silent movies to inspire their work in the first place. And one of the pieces we're presenting here is called Silent Screen. But it's not just that work of theirs within our current existing repertory that is inspired by this medium, by silent movies. The expression is the catalyst. The context is the catalyst. It's non-narrative specifically, but at the same time, those facial gestures and physical gestures become an extension that becomes movement vocabulary. Is that acting? I think so, but it's not a traditional form of it. So I think it refers to more the subtleties of interpretation using the body as a form of design or expression. But at the same time, there's such a fine line that you cannot step across because it becomes, in some cases, comical or an exaggeration, a caricature, rather than something, even from a distance, that is touching or engaging. We're not limited to living in a studio and on the stage. It's how life is reflected through the work that we do. When things misfire, when things go astray, sometimes that's exactly what you're hoping for, because that's the catalyst for, most often, new material, something that you weren't expecting. And that's where their personal input is critical to not just the work itself, but to the choreographer's development as a dance maker. Maintaining a dancer's body is such a personal matter, because the fact is the physicality is so specific to each body type, and also simply the wear and tear of the kind of work that we do. It's quite specific to our style, if you like, of contemporary dance. Many of the dancers do yoga, they do weight training and core strength building. They take ballet class and other forms of contemporary dance classes, including Gaga, for example, from Ohad Naharin. But it's partly structured within the rehearsal processes of the company and also the daily ballet class that we do at the start of the day. But yeah, one has to supplement that with their specific needs. There has to be such an amazing level of communication and trust between the creators combined, because it's not just the choreographers who are creating, of course it's the artists who are there working with them. It is truly a collaborative process. We gauge an individual dancer's ability or capacity to interpret and to bring to their performances a dynamic interpretation by not just taking them through the physicality of it, but also simply speaking with them. There's a chemical reaction that is just as valid as the physical reaction that takes place in the studio with the ensemble. We work together as a group of 29 dancers who have to somehow bring together their collective energy to be part of what I refer to as the company's collective ego. But they also have to be incredibly powerful individuals. The dancers need to be incredibly versatile and be able to assimilate the information that's being thrown at them and deliver it back with their influence, with their personal touch that is also a part of the group. It can't deviate so far from it that it's not recognizable as part of this company, and yet at the same time we look to broaden that scope as much as possible.